Hello, everybody. Laura back again. Uh, just wanted to say happy 21st of July to everybody. Can't believe the summer is more than halfway over. I mean, it's only been a month of summer so far, you know. If you go by the solstice, it's only been a month of summer because it's June 20th, usually June 20th. Anyway, I'm sitting here in my finally cooling down apartment. I forgot to leave the AC on when I left this morning because I couldn't tell what the temperature was going to be like outside, and I hadn't taken the time to look it up on my phone. Yeah, it was almost 80 in here when I got home. So I had to dress cool because it was hot. Uh, so yeah, and hello, Miss Sue. I uh, I was all ready to come on earlier yesterday, I think it was, and say, hey, now we can go back to Sunday nights, but well, that's not really quite true. So uh, I'm not sure. I think it's just going to be a day by day, I mean, a week by week thing, you know, depending on what I've got going on Sunday evening will depend on if I'm going to do a live that night or do it on Monday. It got to 111 in Florida today. No, just no. Hi, Venus. Oh, I should have brought that. Oh, they're already out here. Hi, Venus. Yikes. Well, at least you didn't knock my mug off the table. Just everything that was in the mug fell off the table. Give me a second. My chair can't move with all this stuff on the floor underneath it. Oh, I got a needle on the floor. Yeah, you made a mess, Vivi. Oh, there's a plastic needle too. And something she loves, ties. She will flip them around the floor. Now I gotta move this so it doesn't fall. Oh, that's cotton. And it just got all tangled around my cord. And this goes to something different. And so does the other one, which is right there. And I think I got everything, except I dropped my crocheting, so now I don't know where my hook is. There's the hook. Okay. Ah! Yes, yes, time's up. And I just rolled over the blanket. You naughty girl. Okay, got that cleaned up. Now what's next, huh? Okay, I got a bunch of figuring out done the other day for my duvet cover. I know if you go back and look, you can see that I've been talking about it and showing the material off for a while. I got my strips sewn. Let's see here. There we go. I got my strips sewn. These are just fat quarters that I have been picking up. Unicorn and other cool materials to go with them. Those are all unicorns. And that gold I can't remember what it's called. And then the next one is rainbows. And the next one is more unicorns. And then the hearts. And then more unicorns. These don't have the foil on them, though. I don't remember if that's the right word or not, but that's the word that came to my head. Anyway, there's 4 of these. You fly home on Wednesday? Awesome. I'm sure home misses you. So that's what I got done the other day. And I was so happy that I got it done. Now I've just got to do the rest of my measuring. Now that I got this part done, I need to sew them the rest of the way together. 3 long seams, and that'll be done. And that'll be the top of my duvet cover. So I got that done. And I got a new toy. It's actually an overhead arm for doing videos, pictures. I wonder what I'm going to use that for. So I will get to going on some of my other ideas. Thank you. I am very happy with it. It looks like it's all going to work out. I just have to do some final measuring to make sure that things work the way they're supposed to. Hi, Lynette. Thank you for being here. And Sue said it's 101 in Florida today. Ugh. I said, no, she can keep it. I don't even know what the temperature was here today. I know how muggy it was, though. So the feels like temperature was way higher than the regular temperature. And silly me, I forgot to turn my AC back on before I left this morning, which made it even warmer. I got a new one. Excuse me. It's been an hour. That's why I'm yawning now. Plus, I'm hot because I was crocheting, and that blanket is heavy. You naughty kitty kitty. You almost knocked my mug off my table. This is what was all over the floor. She almost knocked my mug off the table. She knows she's in trouble. You gonna go up there and turn the printer off? I'm getting stabbed by my Christmas tree. So last night was the last concert. The eighth Sunday. So the concert series is over for the summer. But there are still a lot of goings on for the summer season that I'm sure I will be going to. So I'm going to play it by ear, week at a time, as to whether or not I'm going to be doing the live on Sunday night or on Monday night. So we're just going to leave it at that for now. She's sitting on the printer. So let's see here. Oh, that'll help me, maybe. Feeling very warm again. I can sort of tell that the air is moving over here. And I can sort of tell that the air is moving over there. Oh, shoot, I forgot to move those things out of their way in the living room. I have to do that. She's licking the sweat off my hands. Is Venus going to print money? Print money? Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi. So I've been wearing my hair up, and I think it was Saturday. I've heard of sitting on the copier, but not a printer. Oh, gotcha. She always goes for the printer. Yes, she does. Because well, I just turned it off. It was still warm because I'd used it to print a receipt off. Whoopsie! You just covered the camera with your tail, you silly cat. Anyway, I got out of the car on uh, Saturday, and I ended up underneath this tree, and it kept going like this with my clip and my bun here on top of my head, right? And it's really gotten loose since I got home. I don't know why. And I said to my friend, I said, I guess I'm not supposed to be a unicorn because my horn keeps hitting things. I'm too tall. My horn, I had to tell you that one. She always goes for the printer. Yes, she does. You're right. She's going to print money. Well, no, she's not going to print money. She goes and sits on it because it's warm. I mean, cats have higher uh, body temperatures than we do. So, yeah, I'm too tall. My horn keeps getting hit. What does that look like? I don't know what that is, but it hurts. So let's see. I'm getting closer to done with this blanket, although it's harder to crochet in the bus in the afternoon, especially the buses that have problems with their air conditioners. What are you doing? Okay, you can sit in my lap. You have to sit. You can't just walk around me. You have to sit. Good girl. Good girl. Somebody just wants to be petted. Somehow that's something I can't relate to. Yeah, I know, Sue. I got out of the car and I stand up right into this tree. It was funny though. Guess I'm not supposed to be a unicorn. I keep hitting my horn. So anyway, I got this new one. My other one, the Velcro, was getting caught on my clothes, my jacket, the little rayon and spandex one that I wear. You probably, I don't know if you've seen it or not. Anyway, uh, so I had to get a new one, and I like this one better because the other one's shorter. This is the left hand for the other one, which I don't wear a lot in the evening, and it's soaking wet already. So I'm pretty sure this one is too. Um, feel like I'm eating cat hair. Um, I had a good weekend, and I just don't have anything to talk about anymore. I go to my training job. I do stuff. I get I get compliments, lots and lots of compliments from my boss in particular, and some of the other people that have been doing the same job in a different place and for longer than I have. And I got a compliment that really kind of, I was kind of like, that's interesting. Let's see. I'm glad I packed an extra charging cable for this trip because my phone stopped charging. Yeah, well, that's a good thing. Can't get it to move down. All right, it won't move. I'm glad you took an extra charging cable too. I have one that's always in my purse. My Venus. That's not good when your phone stops charging. Um, forgot what I was saying. Sometimes it pays to overpack. Yep, yep. I forgot what I was saying. Oh well, because we're not supposed to talk about that, right? Oh, that's what it was. I remembered. Um, so a colleague of mine, she's like, she's like, you sound just like a social worker, the way you talk to the people that that come to that come to where I am, the CSEP program. She's like, you sound just like a social worker. And I said, I need you to write me a referral then. Oh, So now I've got to try and figure out if I could fit into the position of an office manager, or if I do the work of an office manager. But I'm going to sit down and write that up if I can find that piece of paper I need. Don't forget to hit like. I just don't, I don't have that much that I can talk about. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you for being here. I just broke my fingernail. Okay, that should be good until I can get over there to the nail file. So, the little, I don't mean to sound like that. The group's back together. There we go. The group's back together. Yay! Um, I, there's just so much I can't talk about anymore. Oh, I found this recipe last week. I was sitting there. I don't remember when. It might have been on lunch break. And I was thinking, I've got all these bananas in my freezer. I'm like, I need to make banana bread. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, no, I'd really rather make cookies. So I looked up banana bread cookies, vegan, and I found a recipe. And I printed it off and I tried it and they were delicious. They were really yummy. I've got one left. So I'm going to have to make some more tomorrow or Wednesday. They were so good. And you can put whatever you want on top. So like I had some sugar-free chocolate chips I'd given to my best friend. And I asked her if I could borrow them. And she says, yeah, sure. And so I did chocolate chips on about half. Yes, I did chocolate chips on half. And I bought some walnut pieces and I did walnut pieces on the other half. Well, I had 13 cookies or 14 cookies. My son brought a bunch of hoses, splitters, and sprinklers. He set them up. So I just turned the splitters on to water the lawn instead of moving things around. Oh, very nice. That's good. Very nice. Um, Anyway, I don't remember how many cookies I had. I can't remember anymore. I swear it was an uneven number, but when I go to add it all up, I can't come up with the same number twice. So I'm obviously missing something. But I did, it sure does help. I bet it does. I did chocolate chips on half, and I did walnuts on half, and I remember one cookie that had both. So had a few chocolate chips and a few pieces of walnuts. Okay, I think I just gained 50 pounds with the description of those cookies. I used I used xylitol and monk fruit for the sweetener, so there's no sugar, specifically sugar. I used applesauce for the eggs. I used vegan butter. I used the olive oil one. And yeah, I know. And then I didn't add any salt. I put a little bit of cinnamon in it, following the recipe. And I was like, these are really good cookies. I was impressed. I think they probably could use less of the vegan butter because they were way, way, way too wet. A couple days in the container in the refrigerator because I can't leave my cookies out. They go bad too fast in this apartment. It's too humid and it's too hot. Except when I remember to leave the AC on all day. Anyway, so that was my new thing, and I'm gonna make a double batch when I make the next batch. Um, but I can't get the chocolate chips, the brand that I had and gave to my friend. But she gave them back to me because she knew she was going to get some cookies out of the deal, and she did. Anyway, so I got that. That was pretty darn yummy. Um, I went to food bank on Thursday and I got the last mixed berry pie. I know I shouldn't have, so I've been enjoying it slowly. I put it back in the freezer last night. I was like, up, it can come back out of the freezer again next weekend. Oh, and yeah, I mean, everything's going really good. Hopefully things will go. Thanks, I'm yawning now. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Hopefully things will go the way they're supposed to this week. Make everything not that I've been stressing about it, but make everything all better. Uh, Stuff I can't talk about, and other things but yeah, everything's going good. I'm kind of boring. Okay, I feel like I am. I'm so glad things are going well for you. That makes my heart swell. Thank you, Lynette. And excuse me. I just working on my comforter, fixing it up. I got the side cut. I think I told you this last week. I just stuck myself with a pin. Oh God, I thought I'd gotten all of these off of here. And I just found another one. I swear I'd gotten all these off of here, but uh, you've been through a lot. Yes, I have. I know. Yes, it's great to hear good news. So much bad news elsewhere. True enough. So, like I said, hopefully things will go the way they're supposed to this week, and everything will be peachy keen for a while. I'm now having to apply for jobs. Well, I've been supposed to have to uh, the whole time, but I'm now working on actually not just looking for jobs, but actually applying for jobs now. Uh, so eventually something will pan out there as well. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be a unicorn, right? Uh, I I don't have much to talk about. I'm too hot. I can't crochet right now. I'm so sticky. I know I didn't want to be fat and wrinkled, but here I am. Yeah, well, such is life, right? My cheeks as red as they feel like to me. Oh boy. Phew. Oh, it feels good. I can feel the air movement just enough that I can feel the cool air coming off. We are cooler at the moment, but the heat is back over 90 degrees on Thursday. I don't even know what it is around here, what it was today. I walked out. I'll be a mini unicorn, whereas you can be the full-size unicorn. Thanks, Sue. I'll take you up on that one. I walked out of the office today because I was freezing inside, and I'm like, I know if it's this cold inside the office that it's probably really hot and humid outside. I was right. I went outside. I stood outside for not even 15 minutes, and I'm like, okay, where's my bus? I'm getting too hot now. Even my feet had warmed up. My hands were no longer cold. I'm like, okay, where's my bus? So I'm just really hot right now. I know the temperature is going down. Looks like it's about 74 in here. It was 78 when I got home. I'm like, I should have turned it back on. I forgot to. I don't like leaving the cat Venus here alone. Oh, she is up there. I thought so. When it's cold in the apartment because she's a cat. She's got higher body temperature. She likes to be warmer than me. You know, warm kitty and all that. Oh, that's what that is. Never mind. So I forgot to turn it back on. Well, it was 66 in here when I got up this morning. So I must have had it turned down too low, turned down too low. Sweet, the thermostat at 78 and mom cries cold. Yeah, I know. I just don't have I just don't have a lot to talk about. Set. I kind of figured that's what you meant. It's about 74 degrees in my house right now. The house got up to 90 degrees when we had several hot days in a row. Oh, I'll bet. That's the nice thing about uh, now that the AC is working in here again, is that it hasn't hit 80 again in a while. Except when I forget to turn the AC back on before I leave for the day. That's where I keep making my mistake. I did it Saturday too. Forget to turn the AC back on before I went out shopping. Oh, well, we've all got our issues. Some of us are hot-blooded, some of us are cold-blooded, some of us are both, like me. I'm hot-blooded, but now I'm so skinny that parts of me get cold really fast. Fingers and toes mostly, hands and feet. Excuse me. I'm just, you know, I'm making it. Things are okay. Things are good. Things are good. Laura, you were so fired for not turning the air back on. Thank you, Sue. Thank you very much. It's just too hot right now to crochet. I know how to solve this problem. Wait till it's 70 degrees, then I'll go jump through the shower, and then I'll be cool. Yeah, I just don't have anything else to talk about, so I keep talking about the same thing over and over, and I feel, I feel bad about that. I feel bad's not the right word. I feel guilty, I guess, about not really having anything to talk about because there's so much now that I can't talk about. I'm, I'm sure it's going to get to that point when I finally get a real job too. It's going to be like, well, I can't talk about my job anymore because I might say something that I'm not supposed to. And I'm sure I've already done that a few times. And in fact, I'm sure I've done it more than a few times. But This is why that is life. That's right. But this is why I enjoyed having a co-host, so that if one of us stopped ourselves from talking about something we weren't supposed to talk about, the other one could start talking about something. And, it just sort of goes back and forth, and I miss that. Oh well. So, um, I'm still working on my blanket. Where did I put the hook? There's the hook. Okay. I'm still working on my blanket. It's getting bigger. I'm almost to the end, so I'm working right here. And this is the end of the round right here. Can't see it that way. Okay, that's good enough. Um, it's really big. It's about full size now. Speaking of which, have you heard from Colleen or Veronica lately? Colleen and I were texting, I think it was back, well, it was in spring anyway. It's getting big. It's about a full size blanket now, which is good. I just hope the person I give it to appreciates it. But yeah, I talked to Colleen at one time this spring. We were texting each other, and Veronica, no, I just see stuff that she posts every now and then, uh, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. So I don't know what she's up to at the moment. I know that she and her guy have been there for a little over a year. So to the place that they moved to. I Have you made a decision about what you are going to do with the blanket? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I need to get my blanket done too, but I want to get to the end of the crocheting part of this one. Um, I had so many, I had so many ideas, plans, things I wanted to do for the channel. I just don't have the time anymore. But I bought this new toy. Here, I'll show you the new toy. That's the new toy. I can hold my phone right there. That's the new toy. And then I can move it across the edge of the table. I can move it across this whole section of the table so that I can get the angle or the shot the way I want it. So that's my new toy. Put it together the other day. I haven't done anything yet. I need to move this over the sewing machine. I need to move the sewing machine over to the table so that I can fix the quilting on the comforter that I'm making the unicorn duvet cover for. It's that nylon thread. This thing's from the 80s. Okay, 80, when did I buy it? I didn't buy it. When did I get it? 87? Yeah, I think it was 87. That looks like a torture device for short people. Well, it has an extra, it has this extra piece. Okay, so it has this extra piece. This what am I trying to say? This metal piece right here. So I can put it down. I can take that metal piece out and put that part down closer to the table. So for like doing magazines, I can do that. Where for if I'm doing other things like sewing on the sewing machine or something else like a puzzle, then I can use either. So yes, it does look like a torture device for short people. You're right, but it's very versatile, and that's going to make it very handy for me. And I already have like 3 or 4 lights, so lights were not the issue. It was something that was steady that I could attach to the table that wouldn't keep coming off, that wouldn't keep shaking. Well, shaking's its own problem. Shaking, like if I shake the table, it's going to shake the camera, the phone. If the cat jumps down on the table or jumps up on the table, it's going to shake the table and it's going to shake the camera. But the way it's built, I can maneuver it around easier. And like if I'm doing a puzzle on the table, then I can go over to this corner or over to this corner, down to this corner, over to this corner, right back to the middle. So that thing's going to make doing my videos that I want to do a lot easier on me. If I take that cylinder out, move it down, then I could actually do a tutorial where I could set it up so that while I'm doing it, I could be seeing it on the computer, and then I know my hands are staying in the right place. So that'll be a big help right there. So I've got ways now to I've got a way now to be able to make the videos I want to make, and make them easier for me to do, not make them so hard, not have to worry about vibrations so much. So I've just got to find the time. I've got I've, I've got I've got during the week basically. My weekends my weekends are my weekends are for fun. And that's as far as I can go on that subject. So, um, oh, I need to do that too. I need to iron. But the resewing the quilting on the comforter is why I want to move this sewing machine over. That way I've got more space to move that comforter around as I'm sewing on it. Let me get home. I'm going to start working on my upcycled tote bag. Yes! When I get home, not let me get home. When I get home, I'm going to start working on my upcycled tote bag. That's awesome, Sue. I look forward to those pictures. But yeah, I've got stuff I want to do, and now I can do it because I have this overhead camera arm. Let's just call it that, the overhead camera arm. That's my new toy. I can't wait to start using it. So hopefully that means that I will start putting stuff out, more stuff out for the channel like I had planned all along. But I think I'll stick to the one live for now. And unless something changes in my life, yeah, so I'm getting things accomplished. I'm doing good. I'm happy. I know you all know that, can tell. Um, oh, I forgot to turn that light on. That's why I don't have enough light coming over there. Your new toy is just there to torture my short self. Okay, Sue. I know you wouldn't be able to use it with that bar in there, but I'm tall. I thought the bar would be perfect for helping it get it where I needed it to be. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna call it quits. I want to eat a little bit. Uh, I've got something else to do this evening, so all that stuff I got to get done too. So, all right, thank you for being here. Appreciate you all coming and watching if you watched it in replay mode. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I appreciate any and all of those that I can get. And hey, leave a comment to comment. Oh boy, a comment? Comment. There we go. Hugs, kisses. Be safe. Bye bye.